Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I got something a bit different planned. I was inspired by the great MumboJumbo. 2 days ago he made a video about 20 different Minecraft player types. While he tried to cover a really broad spectrum of Minecraft players, I was missing some of the unique characters I came across the technical Minecraft community. So today I'm gonna show you 20 archetypes of technical Minecraft players. Some of the smartest people I've met could be described as theoretical Minecrafters. They know how the game works on an atomic level. They know how to get the weirdest piston configurations. They know how to blow up an end crystal to get block 36 so they can put sand blocks on. They really know the ins and outs of the game, but actually sometimes they don't even play survival. They just want to understand how the game works. Also, a really interesting group of people are the Piston Door guys that, judging from the YouTube channels, do nothing else but design piston doors. So they got it all. They make small piston doors, fast piston doors, super large piston doors, hidden piston doors, flush piston doors, you name it, everything that is a piston door. Very often they're also really into video editing and make some of the most polished redstone videos. Probably because it would be a bit boring to present the video like, hey guys, I made another 5x5 piston door. This inexplicable mess of redstone is now 0.15 seconds faster. As someone that once spent a whole day to make a 5x5 piston door, those guys definitely have my highest respect. It's definitely super hard to make a good piston door. Another really interesting group of people are the flying machine enthusiasts that exclusively work on flying machines. So even within the group, there are further specializations, like some people are really into fast flying machines or multi-directional flying machines, very often also useless flying machines. Another really interesting subset of the flying machine enthusiasts are the people that work on decorational flying machines. So this is one of the best ways to combine redstoning of flying machines and building. Try to make something that resembles something but can also move. I also tried around with that a little bit, so I made this moving bee once. It's definitely harder than it looks like. Especially if you want to make something that looks good and can move two-way, it's almost impossible. So very often the decoration of flying machine builders work on one-directional machines. Unfortunately, a dying breed are the 1.13 and below iron farm guys. Before the village and pillage update, the iron farm mechanics were a lot more complex but also a lot more interesting. So some people spent their whole Minecraft time on designing faster iron farms that would rebuild faster, or iron farms that require less villagers. Really interesting stuff. Unfortunately got replaced by the kind of trivial 1.14 and above iron farms. Very interesting group of people are the computational redstoners. Normally you won't encounter them in survival. They often have a computer science background and try to recreate the CPU architecture in Minecraft. They're often into things like binary to hexadecimal conversion, instant AND gates, or 7-segment displays. Then we have the group that MumboJumbo self-identifies with, the contraptions and gadget guys. They build some fun little contraptions that make your survival world a bit more lively. Next we have the exploit finders that are really into glitches and trying to get an advantage in survival. They also often follow the snapshots closely. As soon as a new component is added, they try to break it. So some of the examples are, for example, the zero-tick farms in order to get mass amounts of crops really fast, or trying to find ways to break bedrock. There's also the lone wolves of the game. They often have very long-lasting single-player wolves. They don't follow the latest trends. They just have fun coming up with contraptions of their own and also sometimes reinvent the wheel. Next we have a group that I think also fall into the tree farm guys. So tree farming is one of the most interesting challenges in the game. You have to crush leaves in order to get enough saplings back to grow the next tree. You have to move logs around, try to get the logs blown up somehow, either using wither cages or TNT. You can try to make a fast farm, you can make a farm that works with a lot of tree types. So overall it's just a really nice challenge, and some people do nothing else but working on tree farms. I don't really follow the group that do nothing else, but I really like tree farms. Next we have to make a distinction between two larger groups that a lot of the other groups fall into, the survival redstoners and the creative redstoners. This while Redstoners aren't really interested in redstone for redstone's sake, it's just a tool in order to get ahead in a game. So they're mostly interested in building farms, while the creative Redstoners are interested in building interesting contraptions. They're not really useful in survival, but are just fun to make. A lot of those creative Redstoners actually don't even play survival, they just create redstone contraptions. Next we have the group of Hoarders that challenge themselves to get unique items in the game, or just a lot of older items. For example, a double chest of rabbit's foot for some reason, or they try on Halloween to get a zombie villager spawning with a jack-o'-lantern on its head, has to be left-handed holding a shovel, and spawn with diamond leggings. So next we have a group of people that probably won't self-identify as technical players, but everybody that at some point builds a farm in the survival world to get ahead is playing technical. So often those people, of course, don't come up with their own redstone contraptions, they copy what people with more time on their hand or more interest in a topic would create. Next we have the group of vanilla purists and ethical players. So they will never use TNT duping despite being in a vanilla game, or use any dupe glitches. Also they would never use any third-party programs like clicking scripts. They often come up with very unique contraptions in order to stay within those limitations of vanilla and no mods. Some of them, but of course not all of them, also have a holier than thou attitude. They're very vocal about how other people play their game. So if you change your sound settings, you're not playing vanilla anymore. Or if you use an ice farm, the pickaxe uses you get from AFKing there, of course, don't count. Next we have a group of people that very often work in the dark, but are really the backbone of the community. The code diggers and modders. They're not really interested in the challenge that the game presents itself. They're interested in finding the perfect seed for a speed run, or trying to find a perfect seed for a quad witchshot farm, etc. So those guys are really underappreciated but so valuable for the community. Next we have the perfectionists of the Minecraft world, the compactors and simplifiers. So while a lot of people are content to have a working contraptions, those people won't rest until they shave another layer of the total volume of blocks of the contraption. And the simplifiers try to make farms with simpler and simpler methods. Some people also enjoy making obscure farms and just try to automate everything. Examples would include an anvil damaging system, poisonous potato farm, a turtle spawning based seagrass farm, or a string farm that is based on cats spawning in villages. A group that many would fall into are the improvers. Almost everything has been done in Minecraft already, so what is there left to do? Improve what somebody else came up with. And of course we have the group of generalists that don't fall in any niche in particular. They don't care if they're not on top of something, they just want to experience as much as possible of the game. So this was a non-complete list of archetypes of technical Minecraft players. Maybe let me know in the comments if you think somebody else should be added to the list. So maybe it is people that really specialize into sugarcane farms, for example. Maybe also let me know where your favorite YouTuber or yourself fall into. Thanks so much for watching, see you in the next video, bye bye!